Hi there, my name's Andy Hillier and today's guitar lesson is going to be on the intro to Carry On, Wayward Son by Kansas. It's one of the coolest tracks ever and the intro is amazing. I'm going to teach you the whole intro, but just before I do, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier. It really does help me out, as does giving me a like on the video, press that thumbs up button. Leave me some comments in the comment section, and if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. My guitar is in standard tuning. Okay, the first line of the intro sounds like this. So to play that, we're going to start on E5 with the third finger, then E3 with the first finger, back to E5, and then there's going to do A3 with the first finger. So it goes. So 5, 3, 5 on the E string, then A3. We then play another E5, then E3, into bar 2, and we've got an E5, and then an A5. So from the beginning, slowly. We then do a really quick slide from 5 to 7 on the A string. So you don't really hear the 5, that's why it's a little 5 there. So quick slide from 5 to 7, then play D5 with the first finger, and then we need to play A7, A5 and A3. And it's quick, so it goes. From the slide it goes. Okay, so if we do the first 2 bars, you've got. So you might want to use down, up, down with the plectrum going that 7, 5, 3 on the A string. It is quite quick. Into bar 3 and it plays A5 and jumps to E3. It then plays A5 and jumps to E2. So bar 3. Okay, so the whole line slowly sounds like this. Up to speed, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that plays twice through, so you play the line twice. It then goes on to the next line, which sounds like this. So to play that, we're going to do the open E string twice. It's a swung rhythm now, so dun gung on the E string. We then go to the D and the G string at the 12th fret. So I'm just going to use my first finger flat. You could use 2 different fingers, it's fine. But the middle 2 strings on the 12th fret, and you can play it twice. Okay, so you've got this. We then play the open E, E5, hammer on to E7. So you got. Then play A5, D5, back to A5, and then hammer on to A7. So from A5 hammers to A7. So slowly you got in bar number 5. So bar 4 and 5 together slowly. Into bar 6 we've got 2 open E's. Then the middle 2 strings, the D and G, we're going to be on fret 14 and then fret 12. So it's. You could use fingers flat or 2 different fingers, whichever way you prefer. And then into bar number 7 is the same as bar 5. So you've got it's the same riff. Okay, so the whole line slowly sounds like this. And up speed, 2, 3, 4. And that line also plays twice through, so you play that twice. It then goes on to the next line. You could, if you want, play the first line over this section, but there is a lead guitar that plays over the top, and it plays this. So to play that, I'm using my first finger flat across the D and the G strings at the 5th fret. I then do a quick bend on G7, and then I play G5. So we've got into bar 9, we've got, which is D7, D5, A7, A6, A5, and then another A5. So up speed. So that's quite fast, a little bit tricky there. It then plays G2, and then we go into the next bar and we've got, okay, so I'm going to use my little finger. You could stretch your 3rd finger, but we're going to play G5, pull off to G2, and then pull off to the open G. So you could use 3rd finger or the little finger, whichever you prefer. And it does that 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You then play a G5 and then slide all the way up to G17. So slowly that bar goes. A bit faster. Up speed. Okay, so the whole line. 2, 3, 4. And up speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. On to the next line, and we've got this. So for that, 3rd finger on G19, you're going to bend it up. We then play B17 and E17. So you got. We then play the B20 with the 3rd finger and pull off to the 17. So you got. Then play the E17 again, and then B20 pulls off to B17 again. So far you got. Then play E20, pull off to E17, and then play B17. So that phrase slowly. Bit faster. And up to speed. Okay, into the next bar, and we've got, which is E17, B20, B17, G20, G19, G17. So it's just kind of going down the blues scale. It then goes back to G19 and then G17. It just sort of slides off it, so. A bit faster. We then play, which is G7, bends up, then B5, E5, then B8. So bar 12 goes, and then the last phrase, B5, E5, B8, B5, then G8, G7, G5, G7, then G5. So bar 13. Okay, so the whole line slowly. It starts on beat 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's those two lines are the sort of lead part that goes over the top. Like I say, you could just play the first line. We then go on to this next line where we've got so it's very similar to like the second line we played. You've got the open E twice, then E22, you're going to bend it up a tone twice. It then plays the same phrase that we did from the second line. E, E5, E7, A5, D5, back to A5, and then A7. So those first two bars. The next two bars are exactly the same, so you play it twice. And then the last two bars go, which is B5, then G5, B5, B8, B5, B8, and then slide up to 10. And that's the end of the intro. Well, I do hope you've enjoyed that guitar lesson and found it useful. If you have, if you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, which is Andy Hillier, give me a like on the video, press that notification bell, and I do love to hear from you, so please leave me a comment in the comment section. I'd love to know where in the world you're watching this from, because I'm just here in my home in England and you guys are all around the world, so let me know what country you come from, or just say hi, because it helps the video get some more views, and if you've got any requests, put them in there as well. And if you love what I'm doing, you want to support me, support the channel, keep me doing this, and you want the tabs for this and loads of other songs, then I'll put them on my Patreon page. A link to that is in the description. We'll go and watch some of my other videos. I've done over 2,500 of them, and I'll see you next time.